Good morning, afternoon, or evening, dear yogis here at Yoga TX. This is Echo again, coming in to you from northern Germany in Bremen at a dear friend of mine, Gordon's temple space. And just such a beautiful ceremonial space. Just practicing in here today feels so just grounding, so grounding. And this practice, you know, there are some practices that come before this and after this, so you'll see some similarities, but I'm using these beautiful crystal bowls that connect with the frequency and the tone of each chakra in the body. And so if you are not familiar with chakras, chakras are these kind of energy whirlpools you can imagine up the spine. And the energy of the bowl that we have today is the E, which I love, being Echo. And the E is the solar plexus. And I find it really interesting and beautiful that this chord, this frequency of E in the solar plexus is where our powerhouse is, our sun is, it's where our drive is, our ambition. And so my invitation for you is to shut the eyes down, to tune into the sound of the frequency, to breathe, to close the eyes. And tune into the sound of the sun, the individual sun here in each of us. Deep breaths in and out of the nostrils, landing in the body, tuning into the essence of the solar plexus. What is your drive, your ambition? Do you believe in what you're doing in the world, what you're bringing to the world, how you show up in your ambition and your desire? Breaths in through the nostrils, sighing out of the mouth. Flutter the lips, release any tension in the mouth. Deep, 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 deep connection to your own sun, your own radiance. And as the body relaxes and really arrives, let your intention be to simply presence, simply and complexly. It's the most challenging thing we can do. Let's inhale, stretch the arms up. Exhale, hands to the back of the head, clasping the fingers open. Open the heart, let the head face up. You could still close the eyes down. We open across the heart space, the chest, and the belly, where the solar plexus lives and opens towards the sun, towards life. Let's take an inhale. And exhale, round in, elbows in towards one another, rounding in. Let's take an inhale, open the chest, back bend. And exhale, round in. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Inhale, open. And exhale, round. Let's come back to center. If you're sitting on anything that is lifting the hips or elevating, you can go ahead and remove that. And to work with the solar plexus today, we're going to start on the ground first. So stretching out into our mini shavasana. Let the earth be felt beneath you, back of the heart space, holding into the ground, tuning into the sounds near and far. And pull the knees into the chest. Rock from side to side. And got a nice little wooden creaky floor beneath me. And let's go ahead and set the feet down, hip width distance apart, arms go wide, and drop the knees to the right. Let the head turn to the left. Nice passive stretch into the hip flexors. And sometimes the most important thing that we could do for our fire, for that bright fire within us, is to ground ourselves first so that the fire does not burn us. So our yoga practice is an opportunity for that. Let's come back through center, let the knees drop to the left, look to the right. Back through center, knees into the chest, and let's take happy baby. Take a hold of the outside of the feet, let the knees go wide, sink the hips down, the neck down, opening up through the hips. And again, we're taking an opportunity here to ground our fiery energy so that what we build from our ambition and our drive comes from a place of deep rest and nourishment. Let's pull the knees into the chest. Keep a hold of the right knee and extend the left leg long. And take some ankle rolls with the right foot. Pull the right knee over towards the left side. Right knee drops down. Right arm opens up, twisting open here. And if you need a bolster or something underneath the right knee, because it could be quite intense sometimes to have it hanging out in the air, you can bring a prop here. Slowly come back through center, knees into the chest. Keep a hold of the left knee, extend the right leg nice and long. Take some ankle rolls with that left foot. And then pull the left knee over to the right side. Use the prop underneath the knee if you need to. Left arm opens up wide, turn to the left. So in our practices, even if the intention, the theme is around the core, around our inner fire, sometimes we might have the idea that means we need to do core work, we need to do intense work, fire, like that balancing work. But opening up the entire body, settling the nervous system, settling the mind, is the work of the core as well. So then our fire, our drive comes from a place of balance. And we have seen the detriment of imbalanced fire in the world. Somebody that is driven but not nourished, that burns out, that can be controlling. So it's good to find balance. Let's come back through center. Take the knees into the chest. And give a couple rocks up and down. Up and down the back. And And come into a seat. Stretch the legs nice and long. I've got lots of furry things on me from my cushion. So sitting up nice and tall. Let's take an inhale, stretch up through the arms. And exhale, slowly fold forward. As the spine begins to round, place your hands on the ground and stay upright if you need. If the spine begins to round deeply, stay more upright. If you can go deeper, wonderful. And if you have props, like I have my little cushion today, you can place them on the thighs, resting the chest on the cushion. You might need to build it up even deeper. If you've got some couch cushions or something with a little bit more girthiness. And sometimes I build a little unicorn horn. So be careful with your back line. We have a lot of stress and tension generally in the back line or the front line as forward moving beings. So don't push yourself past your edges. Let your exhale send you deeper and deeper into this posture. Okay, let's sit upright. And we're going to bring the hands back behind us, fingers tracking forward, bend the knees, plant the feet, and bring the hips up. Coming into reverse tabletop, let the head drop back. And slowly sit the hips down. Very nice. And let the knees fall to the right and to the left. Let's move from side to side. You can let the chest open up to the right and then to the left. And as you come over to the right this time, turn behind you. Bring the left hand back as well, and right hand, twisting back behind you. Both knees dropping to the right. So you're going to feel this in the right side body. So if there's any digestion issues in the core, in the gut, we're really helping to relieve any tension in that right side now. So open the chest up, keep the spine nice and long. Let's move to the other side. So twisting through the center, knees drop over to the left, bring the fingertips back behind you or palms. Sit up nice and tall through the spine, and now feel that openness, that release in the left side. So we're loosening things around the digestive tract, around our inner fire. And these practices can be helpful if we're feeling a lot of frustration or stagnation in making choices. We're releasing pressure in the physiology that gives us more space for centered choice. Let's come back through center. Take the knees wide, soles of the feet together. And the knees can be, or the feet can be closer to the groin or further, depending on how tight you're feeling today and what you want to focus on. But hands to the shins, take an inhale. And exhale, slowly fold forward. Keep the spine straight as you can. And slowly sit up nice and tall. Let's bring the left foot into the groin and left foot by the right glute. And bring your right foot to the outside of the left knee. Make sure both hips are grounded. And we're going to hug the right knee in with the left elbow crease turned back behind you. Or left elbow outside the right knee. Open the chest, look back. And now we're getting into the back line here on the right side, twisting. So there is a beauty and art to our yoga practice, even when we're like, I'm just twisting and folding and expanding. We're opening up all planes in the physiology of the body, energetically and material. Let's come back through center, turn back behind you, lean back just a bit to both fingertips. And let's come through center, switch sides. So left foot to the outside of the right knee, right foot hugging the left glute. Right elbow hugging onto the left knee, turning back behind you, or right elbow to outside of left knee, twisting. come back through center, twist behind, open the chest. And let's come back through center. Rocking over onto the hands and knees, come into tabletop position. So in tabletop, take an inhale, drop the belly, look forward. And exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly drops, look forward. Exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Inhale, belly drops, look forward. And exhale, round. Inhale. And exhale. Come back to center. And you're going to stretch the right foot back behind you. And then bring the right foot over towards the left. And then look over the right shoulder. Reach the right arm up, twisting the chest up towards the ceiling. So it's a bit of an awkward side plank. And bring the right fingertips down. Look back towards the right foot. So turning to your left. You'll feel this in the right side of the body. You might even be able to lengthen that right foot back a little bit deeper, pushing the hip forward, getting long through the right side body. Let's come back to center. Bring the left foot back behind you and step that left foot to the side. Look back towards the left foot twisting to the right side. And then bring the left arm up into that awkward side plank. Nice and long through the left side body. And come back to center. Very good. Tabletop position. Turn the fingers towards the knees. And draw little circles. So we're getting into the wrists here. Draw circles in the opposite direction. And come back to center. I'm going to stretch the arms forward. Bring the heart and the forehead down to the earth. Keep the hips over the knees. Anahatasana, heart-melting pose. Humbling ourselves towards the earth. Take an inhale. And exhale, slide forward onto the belly. Keep the elbows down, Sphinx pose. And the elbows could come a little bit more forward of the shoulders, creating some space for the lower back. Press the chest forward, open the heart space. So we're pressing the pubic bone into the earth and lengthening across the belly, opening the heart space. So when we work with the core, when we work with the solar plexus, this is the energy right beneath the heart chakra. So a lot of the drive, the ambition, the fire that we have in life is very connected to then how we love unconditionally, how we love intimately. So there's a space of purification for that drive, that ambition, making sure it comes from an intentional place so that it doesn't corrupt what's coming from the heart. Slowly bring the forehead to the earth. Come down onto the fingertips outside the yoga mat. I don't have a yoga mat today. Elbows pointing up towards the ceiling. Let's take an inhale. Come up slowly. Let the head come up last. And exhale slowly down. Let the head come down last. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Inhale up. And exhale down. Hands plant by the shoulders, tuck the toes, press up, downward facing dog. So creating that V shape with the body, let the heels press into the earth, let the head drop down, palms press in. And very slowly, let's walk the feet to meet the hands. Take your time. Forward fold at the front of the yoga mat. And let's take the hands to the lower back. Make a fist. Press the fist up behind you. Let the head drop in. Let the back line grow nice and long. Hands to the earth. Take an inhale, come up halfway. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rise to standing, reach up. And exhale, hands to heart. Hands alongside the body. So coming into tree pose, bring your weight into your right foot. Bend the left knee. Bring the left foot to meet the inside of the right thigh. Keep the hips square, hands to heart center. Use the core here to find your balance. To find balance in the tree. So you could stay here, or you can stretch the arms up and open. You can bring the hands to reverse namaskar and prayer behind your back. Or you can bring the left hand down to the inside of the left thigh. Right arm reaching up and over, getting nice and long through the right side body. Oh, I've got a little ceiling quite low that lets me have some assistance. So let's all bring the arms up. And if this gets too wobbly, you can bring hands to heart center, but we're going to try to find a focal point somewhere, preferably not on the screen. And you're going to try to just shut the eyes for a few moments and really listen to your core. Find your balance. You might shake and wobble. And then hands back to heart center. Very good. Left foot down. Let's shake it out. And we'll do the other side. Let's switch the weight to that left foot. Right foot comes to meet the left thigh. Hands to heart center. Find your arm posture, so where you want your arms to be. Find your balance. Really ground through the left foot. Use the core. Use that fire. Arms come up. We're going to all give it a shot. Relax the shoulders, the muscles in the face. Find your focal point. And when you're ready, close your eyes for a few moments. Really engage the core. Tune into your body, your balance. You might wobble. I wobble a bit more on the left side. And bring hands to heart center. Very good. Bring the right foot down. Shake it out. Feet on the earth. One hand on the belly, one hand on the heart. Closing the eyes, coming towards the end of our practice here. Feel the stability of the ground beneath you, the support of the air in your lungs, the earth beneath you, the spaciousness around you to explore yourself and your world. And the intention here as you hold your core, your belly, and that fire, intention here to do your best to allow the fire that comes from here, the drive, the ambition, to connect with the other hand on the heart, this place of love and unconditionality. Let's take a deep breath in, sigh out. One collective Om. Hands resting down by the sides. Let the head drop down first, like you're going down to the ground, slinking down, folding down. Bend the knees, sink the hips, come down to a seat. Sitting up nice and tall, hands resting on the knees. Let's take 3 rounds of breath in silence to just come back into our space, awareness if our mind has wandered off, listening to the sounds near and far. hands to heart center, bowing head to heart. May we be fueled with a fire that is empathetic, loving, clear, and authentic. Namaste. Gracias, dear yogis. Thank you for being here with me. And I encourage you to subscribe and to come each week for the amazing teachers and teachings that we have here. You can also head over to our Echo Flow Yoga for more yoga practices with me on my channel and updates on my retreats and trainings. If you desire to go into a deep dive, especially in the realm of the shadow and working with the darker aspects of the human experience, I have upcoming programs on my website at echoflowyoga.com that encourage holistic living and wholeness in the system and nervous system regulation. So reach out to me at Our Echo in all the places. You can find my links down below. And I hope to see you somewhere out in the ether.